Выстрел!
Так, здоровье.
Выстрел!
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In the period from the 29th of September to the 6th of October 2023, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 14 group strikes by long-range precision weapons and unmanned aerial vehicles at the AFU military facilities. The strikes hit ammunition depots, missile and artillery weapons, military technical hardware of the AFU, production workshops of enterprises manufacturing weapons and military equipment, as well as accommodation points for Ukrainian servicemen, nationalists, and foreign mercenaries. As a result of the strikes, one SKD workshop for Punisher and Furia attack and reconnaissance UAVs, storage facilities for HIMARS projectiles, Storm Shadow and Scalp cruise missiles, and explosives manufacturing components for ammunition production have been wiped out. In addition, temporary deployment areas of AFU nationalists, foreign mercenaries, and instructors have been hit. In Kupiansk direction, the Zapad group of forces units repelled 4 counterattacks by AFU units. Aviation and artillery launched strikes at AFU 25th Air Assault, 14th, 43rd, 92nd Mechanized Brigades manpower, and hardware near Sinkovka, Timkovka, Novoslavskoye, Novolyubovka. The enemy losses were more than 405 servicemen, 5 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 15 motor vehicles, as well as 15 field artillery cannons. 4 AFU ammunition depots were destroyed near Volchansk, Kupiansk, and Lipsy. In Krasny Liman direction, the Ukrainian armed forces using the 12th Special Forces Brigade, 63rd and 67th Mechanized Brigades made unsuccessful attempts to regain lost positions near Yampolovka, Chervenaya Dobrova, Kuzmino. As a result of competent actions by units of the Center Group of Forces, airstrikes, artillery fire, and heavy flamethrowers, 17 enemy attacks were repelled. The AFU losses amounted to more than 430 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 13 armored fighting vehicles, 14 motor vehicles, as well as 12 guns. In Donetsk direction, the enemy units continue to strengthen the defense close to Avdiivka, Mariinka, and Toretsk. At the same time, the enemy units made an attempt to carry out offensive actions towards Pervomeyskoye, Nevelskoye, and Krasnogorovka. Over the week, the Yug group of forces units have repelled 34 AFU attacks. As a result of the fighting, the enemy lost more than 1,745 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 18 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 27 motor vehicles, 13 field artillery guns, as well as 1 Grad MLRS launcher. Aviation and missile troops destroyed 3 ammunition depots. In South Donetsk direction, the Russian units have repelled 11 AFU attacks over the week. In addition, airstrikes and artillery fire struck clusters of AFU manpower and hardware. The enemy losses were more than 755 servicemen killed and wounded, 8 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 19 motor vehicles, as well as 11 field artillery guns. In Zaporozhye direction, the Russian troops took intensive actions to capture favorable lines and new positions, repelled 2 counterattacks of AFU 65th Mechanized, 71st Jaeger brigades close to Verbovoy and Rabatino. During the week, the enemy's losses totaled over 320 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 14 armored fighting vehicles, 20 motor vehicles, and 25 field artillery guns. In Kherson direction, the enemy units made unsuccessful attempts to capture bridgeheads on islands and the left bank of the Dnieper. As a result of the fire damage, the enemy losses were up to 235 servicemen, 6 field artillery guns, 17 motor vehicles. In addition, 5 ammunition depots were destroyed. 2 sabotage and reconnaissance groups' actions were thwarted. Fighter aviation of Russian aerospace forces has shot down Su-27, Su-25, and MiG-29 of Ukrainian Air Force close to Soldotskoye, Sergeyevka, Kleshchevka. 1 Su-25 ground attack aircraft was eliminated near Dolgentsevo airfield in Dnipropetrovsk region. Russian missile troops and artillery and unmanned aerial vehicles destroyed 1 Buk-SAM system close to Berlitskoye, as well as 3 P-18 radars for detecting and tracking air targets near Nikanorovka. On the 4th of October, the Black Sea Fleet's naval aircraft destroyed 2 watercraft and 13 AFU saboteurs during the group's attempt to land at the seaside of the Crimean Peninsula. Air defense facilities have intercepted 39 HIMARS, Alka, and Uragan projectiles, 4 JDAM aerial-guided bombs, 3 HARM anti-radiation missiles, as well as 2 Neptune anti-ship missiles over the week. In addition, 320 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles have been shot down and overwhelmed by electronic warfare systems. In total, 486 airplanes and 250 helicopters, 7,572 unmanned aerial vehicles, 440 air defense missile systems, 12,361 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,161 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 6,666 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 13,850 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation.